Well, first off, I have to say it was definitely a big honor passing Miles Austin. He was a legend at the school, and he's done a lot for this program. So I just like to say it's a big honor to do that. Secondly, it isn't in my, that's not one of my main goals to be the #1 receiver or the top receiver. I just try to go out every day and work my hardest. And if it happens, it happens. And if I play up to my potential and I happen to be the #1 receiver, then so be it.
He is, and it's certainly great to have him in his 5th year, and he's healthy, and he was off to a great start in week 1. But as you said, it's a very talented group led by Neal. But you've got 3 5th-year seniors in that group, with the other 2 being Thad Richards and Lamar Davenport. All of whom can contribute in a very positive way to what our offense can do. And last week the ball found its way to Neal on 9 occasions, and we hope that that's something that continues. The better we're able to throw the ball and open up things down the field and take the top off the defense, the better able we're going to be to run the ball when we need to.
Coming into the second year, it's been a lot easier actually. We definitely worked on our chemistry off season. Coming in first year, we don't really know what each other does well, and we started feeling each other out the first season. But at this time, this season, he knows what I can do well. He knows where to place the ball where only I can get it, and I know the plays where he's gonna make also. And our chemistry has been perfect this year, and we're starting out to a good foot. Oh well, personally, every year we play Wagner, it's been a close one, and we know that they're gonna come out strong and be very competitive, especially against us. I feel like we are 2 teams that don't really like each other too well, and just because we've been bumping heads for years, it's always going to be a good game. Every time we step on the field with Wagner, you know it's going to be an exciting game.
Well, it's a little bit of both. What we do is, when we sit down and our offensive staff formulates a game plan, we're looking to find ways that are going to make our offense successful. They're going to get us in the end zone. We know in order to do that we have to be balanced in terms of our run pass. We have to be able to do both. And then in any given week, there may be things that the opposing defense does that we feel we can exploit, whether it's a size matchup, maybe in Neal's case against a smaller defensive back, or maybe we feel we're more dominant in the offensive line than some of the defensive linemen we'll be facing. So it's a combination of those things. But, there are certain things, there are certain skills that Neal has that we feel we need to take advantage of, just like there's certain things that KB Asante, skills he has that we need to take advantage of. So it's a combination of all those things, Matt.
Yeah, we're getting to the point now, especially in the secondary, where we have some depth. We get guys game experience. They're getting a lot of work in practice, but they're getting that game time now. So where before we could run out 5, now we might have 8 or 9 guys who are like, okay, go play. Let's go see what happens, and just keep working. The big thing is in the secondary is being able to tackle. Because if you miss back there, it's a big play. So you've got to be able to get them on the ground. Yeah, we've been together a long time. It's like an old married couple in some respects. Well, okay, all right, that's okay.
I think for myself, Matt, the one thing you have to understand is that the players are the greatest resource in our football program, and you have to treat them that way. I think once they understand that, you develop a trust with them. And then you have to get them to understand is what you're trying to do is what Andy related, is that you want to put them in a position to be successful, or that they can best be successful. And once they understand that that's what you're doing, the relationship really takes care of itself.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was always good to have a good day against Delaware State, but as we watched film on Sunday, we saw a lot of things that we can improve on. Penalties and just fundamental things that we saw that we can improve on. So it was great having that bye week and then this full week to really focus up on those little things and really take advantage of some time to watch those things and tune them up so we can get ready for this week.
Well, it is, and I think, we did pressure them and we did knock them down quite a few times. We just never got the sack. And the other thing I think we have to look at is they only ran 46 plays in the entire game. And of the 46 plays, 20-some of them were runs. So there weren't that many passes, and if you take maybe the 25 passes that they had, we had 9 knockdowns on the day. We were still pressuring the quarterback. We just didn't get credit for the sacks on it.
I think it all begins with your fundamentals, and that's something that whatever week you're in, it's something you can work on. And then obviously we're working on staying in our gaps and keeping our responsibilities and really focusing on doing your individual job to help the entire defense and to help the entire front, and just focusing on, hey, I have to make this play to help out the whole group, and it's going to benefit everybody. I don't know if it's so much of a different feel once you have your helmet on and you're playing a game. It's still another football game, but I would say the build-up for Wagner is always a little bit of a rivalry feel for it, for us being so close to one another, and just the way it's been competitive back and forth in games, and we know we're going to get a good game from them and they're going to get one from us, and it's going to be a physical contest. So I think once you put your helmet on, though, that kind of goes by the wayside and it's back to playing football. But I could see the build-up being the rivalry, and we're ready for it.
But they're a team that's going to be very physical on defense. Their defensive unit is a veteran group, mainly seniors, fifth-year guys, some juniors mixed in there. They're very talented. They have a number of FBS transfers who are in that unit, and they take a lot of pride in how they play. We've seen glimpses of them being outstanding on both sides of the ball, and we just got to make sure that this is a week that they don't put it together. It's critical. One of the things that we talked about as a team was, having success early, generating some confidence, gaining some momentum from that confidence, and we've got to keep it going. We had one game where we went out and we did things well enough to get the victory. We've got to keep that going now.
Coach, appreciate the time as always. Great show that you lined up for us here. Our thanks to Neal Sterling, Coach Andy Bobik, and Pat O'Hara. Brian Cedillo back in the studios of the Shore Sports Network. Matt Harmon saying so long from Jack's goal line stand. Hawks and Seahawks coming up Saturday from Monmouth Stadium. 1 o'clock kickoff is set. You can hear it here on the Shore Sports Network. Good night, everyone.